Okay, guys. Look, for intros, I'm done with your jokes. I'm done with your shit. We're gonna do a serious one this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Okay. I'm Lucy, and I'm playing Bankshot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Tom, and I'm playing Fissure.
And I'm Troy, and I'm playing Snowflake Supreme. There's no jokes, no puns, nothing. That's just who we are.
Good.
Hello, I'm Charlie. I'm the DM.
Good. Thank you. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Dearth's Point. I'm your host, Darren Dearth. Today's episode, Chicanery. An unknown team has infiltrated Stormdrain, unbeknownst to the Wheel Team. Is this a sign of trouble in the ranks? Who would be so brazen to betray the trust of the assignment and go against the Mighty Six? It is of this reporter's opinion that it could be none other than the three dumb fighters. In other news, a giant eyeball has appeared in Central, wailing and weeping about. Can the Galaxy Squad handle this eyesore, or will we have another infiltration incident?
I grew closer to the team, so I'm going to mark potential because I don't have any conditions at the moment.
So you and I both just filled out potential
We
tracks, so
sure
we'll think of an
did.
advancement for the next session.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome.
End of session.
Bye.
Bye.
Team pool real quick. This
Yeah.
is not for the podcast. This is
You
for
sure?
you. Unless you want to put it in.
Okay, start talking about team pool and then we'll say.
Let's
Okay.
jump in.
So for team pool, you get one at the start of every session.
Okay.
And then when you get into a battle, a number of team points get added to it as well. 2 at the start, and then if the leader has influence over every teammate, add another. We don't really have that. If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, add another team. That's usually the case for you guys. So usually you'll have at least 3. If any team member mistrusts the leader, remove. Or if your team is ill-prepared or off-balance, remove one. And what you can do with these points, these team, as they're called, you can use them to help out a teammate during the fight. So, like, if Fissure is punching a dude in the face, and you're like, I want to distract this dude so that he gets a better punch in, I'll be like, okay, yeah, you can use a team for that. Or I could be like, no, you're too far away, and that doesn't really work for you, that sort of shit. Mm-hmm. You can also use one of the points selfishly to help yourself if no one else is in the area or no one else can really help you. But that adds a condition, I think. When you act selfishly, say how you blah, 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 you shift one label up and one label down. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that you shift the label up of the thing you're rolling so that gets the +1.
So using the team,
Yeah.
it's like adding a +1 to a roll.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's just whenever you want to like sort of help someone out and you can.
Easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So last time a big eyeball was crying.
A big eyeball was crying.
It was having a real day.
Yeah.
Oh, did we know it was crying, or did we just think it was raining?
We knew it was crying. We knew it was screaming for Fissure as well.
Yeah, it did scream a certain character's name, that being Fissure. Fissure, take us
Sound like a
back,
secret.
flashback, into your first encounter
He's
with
having
Eyeball.
a Fissure bag.
Should I talk in a New York accent? It's a flashback.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I was, Meatball. I was just, in the area fighting a villain, a random small-time crook.
His name was Crawler, and he has bug powers.
And I was, like, getting real annoyed fighting this bug dude because I kept missing because he kept crawling out of the way.
Yeah.
And I saw in the distance a giant eyeball crying, like floating towards Earth, and I was like, oh shit, that looks pretty scary. So I was still fighting this bug dude, and then fucking lost a little bit of control for a second, and suddenly the fucking eyeball is floating away, and I was like, oh damn, I guess some other guy dealt with it, some 6 or something like that, you know? That was crazy. Wow. And I lost Crawler because I was so distracted by the fact that a giant eyeball the size of the moon.
Nope. About
yay big.
About yay big. It's bigger.
No.
It's about like 2 people tall.
Oh, that's tiny.
It's still pretty big.
I expected like...
If it was one of your eyes, it would be real big compared to the other.
It is a giant eye, 2 people tall.
What? Troy!
It's like
The fuck?
It would be a big eye if it was compared to your eyes.
It's like 12 feet tall.
I thought you were saying that I have one small eye and one really big eye. What you were saying compared to your eye. Fucking imagine if he had one little eye.
So you got blindsided by a big bawling eye, but not that big.
I don't know. I figured he would be like a planet.
Okay.
That's just so big.
Yeah.
He is...
No, 12 feet makes sense thinking about it.
Do you want him to be 30 feet in circumference?
No, because that's a round.
He is round.
I know he's round,
But
but that doesn't
Yeah, he's not a
provide
fucking
any
square.
context.
But he's like perfectly round all... He's a ball, so like if he's...
He's an eyeball.
If he's... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. We want radius or diameter, please.
Yes, he is
Thank
30
you.
feet in diameter.
Thank you.
Cool. I'll pretend I know what things are. He's big.
He's big.
Cool.
I might have failed science,
He's
but I
crying.
passed maths.
And he's
I
crying.
passed it.
And he's crying.
Hey, Beefquake. What do you reckon that big fucking eyeball wants with me, huh? Yeah. I agree.
So I get there. I'm there a fair bit before anyone else. I haven't prepped a cat
Yeah.
or anything of the sorts.
He's in Central, just sort of pouring water over the streets. You see Star Jockey fly down in his suit, and he's calling for one of you.
Fissure's gonna be here soon. I'm here for now.
Okay.
Do you have a megaphone?
Yeah, I can amplify my voice with my technological genius, of course.
Can you amplify my voice?
What do you want to say?
The fuck up.
I don't want you echoing everything I say, Lucy says to Charlie. This is gonna be like Mario Party.
Light bulb echo everything I say.
I want to find a. How is he like quite high up?
Yeah, he's about like building flight up.
Okay,
Large building.
I want to find a roof.
He's like yay high.
I want to find a near enough rooftop that I can stand on and yell from.
For the listeners at home, here's a picture of how big he is.
And here's a picture of the building that he's next to, so you know how high up he is.
If you look on Twitter, you'll find that quote, but no images to go with it.
a banana
Yeah.
for comparison.
So
I hate this podcast.
you look around. There's a smaller building you think your grapple could get to the top of.
You have a grapple?
I do now. I do want to.
I mean, why wouldn't you have a grapple?
Yeah, no, you're right. I absolutely would have one.
How was it pool themed?
It's so okay. You know how I have the pool ball that you like split in half, and it's like the big rope in the middle that you can use for that. I can split that in half, and if I like, there's like a button on the back of it, and it just fires off that kind of half of pool ball just up like a grapple, and then it splits out into the triangles, and it's like a claw machine.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You said into the triangles, and I assumed you meant like the rack, like to rack up the balls.
I love that I couldn't think of the word hook, but I could think of the word claw machine.
Star Jockey's like, oh, okay. It kind of looks like you guys might have this covered. I've got another guy we're fighting from space. If you don't mind, you guys can take care of the eye.
Do you have a regular megaphone for me?
Is the armor on his arm sort of transforms and then turns into a megaphone, and he hands it to you. And he's like, I'm gonna need that back after.
Deal. And I whoop.
And he rockets away.
Oh, we both rocket away at the same time,
Yeah.
opposite directions?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cool.
I arrive
If you
in
look
the-
at our Twitter.
I choose that moment to roll up on my, I almost said ice skates, on my bicycle. And I'm like, I see you have got a plan. And I rush towards,
I'm on a rooftop.
yeah,
Come hang out.
yeah. I look up and I'm like, I'll get up there.
So I get to the rooftop. I've got this megaphone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, eyeball!
And the eye turns towards you.
By the way, I don't say it like eyeball, like crying. I just say it like he's a big eyeball.
Yeah.
I just need to clarify I'm not metagaming. It's just it's a big eyeball.
Who are you?
My name's Bankshot. I'm friends with Fissure.
Bring Fissure to me.
I can, but not yet.
I was gonna...
You go first.
Okay.
I'm building rapport.
I wish to kill him.
Why do you want to kill him?
He is my greatest foe on Earth.
Hey.
Point 9.
We don't even get a whole Earth. Found a place to say it. Say it in the first episode. What did he do to you?
I arrived to do my space crime and was abruptly attacked and defeated before I could even start.
Well, then maybe he helped you, because then now you haven't ended up in a big jail or anything. You're free to do what you want, and you don't have to commit crimes.
I wish to drown the world.
The jail would be yay big.
Check out the Twitter for a photo of it.
No.
Can I break into the building that Lucy is on top of?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, you're in there.
I'm in there.
It's a small office building.
How many stories? Enough.
Enough.
I go up the
26
stairs.
episodes.
No one can fucking name anything today.
7.
It's about
Thank
yay
you.
many stories.
It's 7 stories.
I go up the stairs and I make it to the roof, hopefully behind good old Bankshot.
You kick the roof door open and you see Bankshot with a megaphone talking to this enormous space eyeball.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure I was there.
You are there now.
I can't let you drown the world, but I don't want to hurt you.
Well, then at least let me kill Fissure.
Look, sometimes
Thinking.
sacrifices are necessary.
Talking to this character is wild. I can't let you do that either,
Why not?
because he's my friend.
He's not my friend.
Do you want to be friends with him?
No, I want to kill him.
But you haven't even talked to him. Maybe you guys would get along really well.
He, without reason, poked me right in the eye.
What if he apologized? I bet he's really sorry.
I think you are trying to pierce the mask.
Okay. Can you please explain what Pierce the Mask is? Because we haven't used it even once.
When you pierce someone's mask, you are trying to see the person underneath and sort of get to the personhood beneath the sort of mask or identity of the superhero or supervillain. Basically, you're trying to like reason or see them for who they truly are.
Okay, cool. And this is plus mundane.
Yeah.
Quick, say you hate mundanes.
6.
6.
I know, it's so tragic.
I need more mundane.
Don't we have
I have one mundane.
do we have a hero thing to use?
Can that be used after the roll, or does it have to be used beforehand?
It can be used after the roll. Yeah, we
Sorry
can.
to metagame.
How would you help me?
There are currently, I'd say, in total 4 teams in the team pool for team points.
I believe in you, Bankshot, and I come over and I place my cold hand upon their shoulder as like a, warm and comfort thing, but the opposite, but still comforting.
Oh my goodness, you don't have to be so rude. I can't believe you're giving me the cold shoulder.
With that, Eyeball sees the support of your team, and you feel more empowered, and you get a 7 instead of a 6.
Yes!
Eyeball could see anything.
So now you can ask me one question.
How can I get your character to not kill somebody?
Is that one of the questions?
So,
Yeah.
so the questions for Pierce the Mask is, so on a 7 sign you can ask 1, or on a 10 plus you can ask 3. The questions are, what are you planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? Or how do I gain influence over you? How do I get your character to not want to fucking kill people?
Let me think.
Can I say what I think the answer would be?
Yeah.
Friendship?
That's not how it works.
Do you want me to tell you what I think the answer would be?
Yeah.
What?
If you handed over Fissure.
Funny.
Can I tell you what I think the answer would be? Eyelash in the eye.
You think either there's a couple options. You think to yourself. Eyeball says, I must defeat Fissure. So you think that if he thinks he's defeated Fissure, then his goal is complete. You also think if you just straight up, beat him, then he'll fly away again. You're not sure he's on board with becoming a good eyeball yet.
You shouldn't say yet.
Can I
should've
can I
said-
just say something that Lucy / Bankshot would have just remembered? When from the interrogations, when Blue Sway was being interrogated, he was writing eyeball out.
He was.
What if you could see your friend, Blue Sway?
Blue Sway still lives?
Yes.
I miss Blue Sway dearly.
He's currently in jail, but
If you wait 5 to 10 years, 6 of it's
No,
good
no, no,
behavior.
no,
We
no.
can put you in the cell next to him.
I can bring him here and you can talk to him. He can't come with you or anything, but you can talk to him. We can figure it out from there, okay?
Do you really think we can do that?
I can do that, surely.
Oh, good.
It's the Riverside Police. They love me.
I think that's definitely provoking someone. When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do, and roll plus superior.
I just want him to not hurt anyone. That's all I ever want.
Yeah.
I want him to, like, genuinely consider options that aren't killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want friendship to be enough.
If that was good enough.
I rolled like shit.
Yeah, they didn't look good.
Plus superior, so that's going to be a whole 4.
Okay.
Why am I rolling like shit today?
It doesn't look like Eyeball is taking into account what you're saying. He's like, I wish dearly to see my friend, but that won't stop my ultimate goal. I was summoned here, and I knew that Fissure still lives and breathes in this world.
What do you mean you were summoned here?
I felt the call.
Oh, it's all...
Who called?
That's my bad. I used my cell phone to say, "Hey, eyeball."
Who called?
I received word that mighty heroes have left, and Earth Point is defenseless.
Bankshot, it's no time like the present if we're going to try and take this eyeball out.
Well, there isn't another time, which is when we're all here.
But that's no time like
How
the
far
present.
away am I?
You wanna show up now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I pop out of the tube, and I'm like, I don't know where these guys are,
Yeah.
obviously. So I just point up at the giant eyeball and say, "Hey, eyeball, you want to get fucking boned? I'll punch you." wait, why?
Can I hear this?
Yeah, you see.
I yell down in the megaphone, this is why we leave the talking to me.
You see the eyeball turn away from the building and down to you, and yeah, Fissure. The eyeball is looking down, and it's hard to sort of see emotion on it other than sadness, but you feel a vibe of now anger as well.
What? Why did you call me?
Fissure, my greatest foe, I am here to defeat you.
Are you thinking of? This happens a lot. Are you thinking of Fissure?
I've never met the man.
The myth, the legend.
How am I your greatest foe, though? I've never even fought you.
You defeated me on my first conquest.
Pardon?
And he sort of floats down right in front of you and goes closer and then shows you a vision.
Oh my god.
Can we grapple down to be nearby, or does the vision just affect one person?
The vision just affects Fissure.
Okay, then I'll wait on the roof.
And you see, traveling through space, through his large viewpoint, arriving on Earth, and the feeling of, I'm going to conquer this world. And suddenly, he sees you fighting Crawler, the bug man, and Crawler's like, hey, you can't catch me, Fissure. And he shoots out like cockroaches at you and crawls up a building. His vision locks onto you, and in that moment he sees you turn slightly, and a fist hits him right in the center of the pupil. He goes blind and just blindly flies. You can't see anything, and he flies back into space feeling anger, and the vision's over.
That's crazy. That was an accident. I mean, I'm sorry, I guess, but also you want to destroy the world, so I could just do it again.
You won't get the chance.
Bankshot, I hope you're ready to school this pupil.
Hey, eyeball, anything you can do, I can do better. And I pull out my eyeball to distract him, and then I'm going to have the cat attack.
Alright, sweet. So, yeah, the cat goes to attack.
You have a new move, right?
Yeah, I have a new move. It's called Come On Beefcake, and I can use Beefcake to comfort or support, directly engage a threat, or unleash my powers.
Can you rename that move?
No.
So,
Its real name is like, Come On Sparky, or some shit like
Lucky.
that. Come On Lucky, but that's not what my pet's called. He's called Beefcake. And I go, And Beefquake obviously already knows that because in the tube, which took a really long time, I was just like, Beefcake, if I go, that means attack.
I mean, he'd already had a little bit of training from me, so he's more receptive to commands.
If I go, that means comfort or support.
Yeah, so go ahead.
And if I go, that means unleash your powers.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to directly engage this threat. And at the same time that this is happening, he is shooting a jet stream of water directly at you.
8. What is it? Hit.
+1.
Directly engage a threat?
Yep.
So that's danger, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's just going to be a 9.
Nice. So you're picking one of the things and directly engaging a threat, and you're also getting hit with this jet stream of water, which is pushing you back, and it feels like a sting.
I'm going to take something from them. And the cat rip off some eye skin.
Yeah. So you
Do
notice...
eyes have skin?
They have like eye folds that hold the wet in.
Tom's a doctor.
Takes off some of the cornea or whatever.
Yeah. You notice on Eyeball, instead of its regular sort of eye flesh, it's got some sort of shielding around it.
Yeah.
So Eyeball has obviously prepared better for this battle.
Oh yeah.
It's like a all around the eyeball contact. And Beefquake is tearing at this and taking some of the shielding off. While you are taking a powerful blow. Getting hit with this huge jet stream of water. Obviously he's practiced and sort of perfected his power to focus it more than just pouring out.
I may roll as if I have 2 fewer conditions marked. Obviously, I have no conditions marked. But does that mean I get a -2? Wink.
No.
Shut up. 7.
Alright.
So,
One of the bottom ones.
lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain in Mark 2 conditions. I'll give ground. My opponent gets an opportunity.
Sweet. So you're pushed back by this huge jet stream of water. Eyeball then starts rolling really quickly and shoots forward like a pool ball
That's my thing.
and knocks Fissure onto the ground.
Oh, can I flavor this?
Yeah.
The first blast hit me into some dumpsters, and I was like, oh, dazed.
Yeah.
And then the second, he rolls into me, smashes me up, and I just hit into the wall.
Yeah.
And a garbage bag explodes behind me, and now I stink bad.
Yeah.
Ew, smelly.
If only you were called Smell Ball. If only you were a big nose.
If only you had a big nose.
My father.
I've been charging my powers. There's a little flurry of snowflakes building up around me as I charge my powers. I'm gonna roll to charge them.
Yep.
2 dice?
2 dice.
Oh, I rolled 2 1s.
Yikes.
So
That means that I get a gun.
you charge 2 flares, but you take 3 conditions.
Oh my god.
3 conditions.
That's so many
Oh,
conditions.
okay.
What is this?
This is his superpower.
Yeah, you want to
stuff.
explain it to the microphone?
I was going to charge up my powers and hope that I can unlock some stronger abilities and moves, but unfortunately I fucked that up. So now I'm feeling insecure, angry, and afraid. Does that count as a miss towards my potential thing or not?
Yes, sir.
Which gives me 1 potential. I'm going to use one of my flares. It's called Reality Storm, where I can channel a destructive burst with my powers. I said I've got flares. Flares are the types of moves. I've got burn, which is how many times I can use them.
That's fine.
Reality Storm, I'm channeling a destructive burst with my powers. And I'm directly engaging a threat using my powers, rolling Freak instead of Danger. And I will cause unwanted collateral damage unless I spend another burn, which I'm not going to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll using Freak.
We're going to blow up a building.
Oh, I rolled a 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
Nice.
Directly engage with my Reality Storm.
Yeah. So the sort of ice crystals all surround Eyeball, and they storm around and pierce parts of the no contact,
Yeah.
which is now breaking pretty heavily. Around Eyeball, however, windows start to shatter on the storm, and the building you are next to, all the windows and doors start like shattering.
Oh no. There's glass everywhere.
There's
broken glass.
There's broken glass everywhere. Some of which fall on top of Fissure. But from that powerful blow that you took, Fissure, I also want you to mark afraid or angry. Up to you.
Can I mark hopeless?
Yeah, you can mark hopeless.
Hopeless.
And I take it I still get to, do one of the things that come with directly engaging a threat, so I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies.
All right.
And I'm going to, using my same grappling hook kind of ball thing, throw the other side so it gets kind of like onto like a lamp or something above my ball.
Yep.
And I'm going to swing down on the rest of it and fucking kick him using it like a big swing.
Zip line. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to swing down and kick him in the eye.
All right. I think that is also directly engaging the threat.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I rolled a 3 plus my danger, so 2.
Ugh.
I'll mark another potential.
Yeah. As you swing down, you get almost sort of lost in the storm around Eyeball, and
My main goal is to not fucking get glass to the face.
Yeah, but you do get some ice to the face as you're coming down, and it affects your swing in a way that you miss Eyeball as you're coming down.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'm the one who rolled a 3.
You need to get angry at Troy. Beat Troy up.
Does my conditions...
Stay
Cool.
until they're cleared. Eyeball then releases a circle of water, like a ripple effect almost, that spreads to all three of you, hitting you back and sort of just like right in the chest,
Yeah.
almost getting you out of breath.
Oh my god.
And Eyeball says, "I won't stop until you're dead, Fissure."
You're cringe. You won't stop until I'm dead. Well, I won't stop until you're a fucking puddle, bitch. And sorry, it's hard to think of quips when you've been winded. And I'm gonna...
I wanted to have him open a water park. I don't see that happening. Magic Able, will he open a water park with Eyeball? Can't say.
I want to teleport and punch him right in the pupil. And I'm not trying to hit his pupil. I'm trying to hit that contact.
Yeah.
I'm trying to crack it and break it.
Sweet. Yeah.
So I'm pushing right through, you know?
Yeah. Hit that shit.
So I'm probably going to do like a combo move where I like punch it. And then I'm kind of like taking advantage of where the cat ripped apart so I can get +1 to this roll. And I'm like, oh, Beefquake, come back to me. Don't get hit by the attacks. Did the cat get hit, by the way?
The cat took some ice crystals.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's part of the costume is a little bit ripped.
Well, if the cat gets hit, if it ever gets hit, I treat it as taking a powerful blow.
There you go.
So I have to, do I have to
First
do that?
take a powerful blow and then do your move.
You're a bitch. I don't know
You
why
brought it up.
I know, I'm a fair player.
Yes.
You're fucking, you motherfucker. I
did you
got
roll?
11.
Ugh.
So you take a big hit, both from the water ripple and the horror of seeing your brand new best friend attacked in its first battle by your own teammate.
If I do so, I choose to lose control of myself in a terrible way. That's what I have to do on a 10+. So,
Oh, it's because you're the transformed or something?
because of my move, I am not my body. When I take a powerful blow, I can roll as if I have 2 fewer conditions marked. If I do, on a 10+, I must choose to lose control of myself in a terrible way. So, pissed off about this, my cat getting hurt, and also just generally like, you dare come to me, say that I'm your biggest rival. I don't even know you, guy. You motherfucker. And I fucking like my organs are like teleporting out of my body, like it's really bad, kind of gross.
And you smell like damp, wet
And
garbage.
I smell like damp, wet garbage.
Spatial energy around you starts to fold and expand in weird ways for your guys' eyes.
And as I like reach out and try to punch the contact, I'd like it to like my fist to like warp with it and get sort of like stuck in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just pull back, you know?
You feel your fist sort of merge with the no contact.
Yeah.
And it is one of the most painful things you've felt your atoms mixed with these other atoms, and as it pulls out, the no contact shatters, adding more debris to the battlefield, and your hand is almost like broken,
Filled
useless.
with glass.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, it's pretty disgusting, but like just like my eyes and my mouth and my organs are everywhere, and I look like it's just flashing around, sort of.
It's horrible to gaze upon.
Yeah.
Horrors beyond your comprehension.
I'm gonna go full. I don't remember her name from Twilight. The one who pitched the baseball and does that like great high kick and then she fucking hucks it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that with a smoke bomb and try to get it fucking in eyeball so he can't see like jack shit.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm going to boost that using my boost flare,
Ooh.
where
Thank
I
you.
spend my final burn to supercharge a teammate's efforts with my powers, giving them a +1 bonus to their roll, as if I'd spent a team from the pool.
So how are your powers enhancing this throw?
Using all the water that's just been, pushed back onto us. I'm going to wield that to, create, a flurry of ice that's blowing in the correct direction so that it's from behind.
Yeah. So it turns and
Bankshot.
faces me so I can get it right in the pupil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I directly engaging a threat?
You are.
I need to bump my danger. Okay, so I roll a 6. So the +1 from you, -1 from danger.
You throw the smoke bomb, and one of my hits my stomach. It looks like it's gonna miss, but it hits my stomach and bounces off into eyeball, and I'll give you a team point.
Hooray.
Bankshotted it off the tum-tum.
Looks intentional. I go, oh, that hurts.
Yeah, you feel like you gotta puke a little bit.
I guess I'll impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. That'll take something from it, that being their sight at the second.
Which one do you want to do?
Let's go impress, surprise, or frighten.
Okay.
I want them on the back foot.
Yep.
Or back eye.
So, eyeball's pupil first retracts, or what's it called when it dilates, and then opens wide, and eyeball starts floating further above you, almost like retreating. It's reddening the entire eye, like in pain and injury, because now its shield is down. So, eyeball looks like he's retreating from the battle slowly, as if afraid of what he got into.
Very good. How slowly?
Pretty slowly.
Okay.
It's like if he were a person, he'd be like slowly taking steps backward.
Easy.
I'm gonna swing my arm around my head, creating a bit of motion in the flurry of snow around me, and I yell "Stalactitan!" and I'm gonna create a icicle spear kind of thing and throw it straight at the eye as it's trying to back away.
All right.
The stalactites go down.
So you throw your giant ice spear.
Yep.
Unleash your powers.
Hey, 6 and a 5, so that's 11
With freak.
with freak, so 13
Yeah.
to hit.
So you spear eyeball directly into the pupil.
Ooh, I see, and you can't.
Can I help out with that? I wanna fucking in my rage at this eyeball, I'm like, I'll give you a fucking reason to think that we're your fucking your nemesis, and I'm gonna palm the icicle in even deeper, straight through the pupil into the cornea or whatever. What's the center of the eye called?
Whatever. Roll
Yeah.
it.
Cornea.
Good. What am I am I rolling plus anything?
Engaging a threat. Unless you really want this to be Unleash Your Powers.
No, it's. I mean, I'd like it to be.
Let's do Unleash Your Powers. I think this is sort of a final fuck you, and you're using...
Give it a 10. Give me 10.
10? Yeah.
Give me a 10.
You push the icicle spear right through, and as you're doing that, eyeball explodes into a messy, sloppy eye juice pile. You all get covered with it, and you hear, just as you're pushing in right before he explodes, "Why?
You were gonna drown the world.
Yeah? And?
And you also
As he's
tried to
dying.
kill me.
Ratio.
Ratio plus your wife.
Bankshot doesn't love this. A, gross, which is mainly what Lucy thinks. B, Bankshot doesn't want people to die. Bankshot wants to rehabilitate villains and make a water park.
Well, maybe you should have talked about that with us. I head down.
Yeah, to be fair, I saw nothing about the rehab.
I head down the stairs so I can meet them down on the ground.
We're like covered in goo, right?
Yeah.
Is Beefquake loving it?
Beefquake is eating some of the shit, yeah.
Yuck.
Can I bring Beefquake in and pat it to calm myself down?
Mm-hmm.
Pat him and be like, "Oh, Beefquake, that was a good fight. You did good, buddy."
And the ripples of spatial energy around you start to subside.
Yeah, you a good little boy. I bet you've seen so many cool things in your lifetime, buddy.
Yeah, so this was a horrifying experience, y'all. What's happening? What are you gonna do?
Sparky, can you send a clean team to our current location?
Sending now.
I'm gonna go home.
Can I?
I'm gonna take no witty photos, and come up with no witty lines. I got nothing to say about this, and I don't want a trophy.
I am gonna take a little trophy.
Cool.
Is BS okay? What's going on?
I do just leave. So if you guys want to keep having your conversations,
We beat the bad guy.
We did it.
At that point,
Yeah.
we did the thing we were trying to do.
I create a little glass jar, not glass, it's ice, shock horror, and I scoop up a little bit of eye jelly into the jar.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Just like how we collected the fog.
Yeah. And I pop the lid on and I take that with me.
How you guys feeling?
Good.
Yeah,
Hey, I mean, crazy stuff that you did. That ice stuff.
Yeah, I whipped out my powers real big right there. I hit you with some...
Yeah. Well, you didn't hit me with anything.
Well, yeah, there was glass shattering and falling
Oh,
on
that was
everyone.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm pretty powerful. I hope that's not fear I see in your eyes, or is it?
He also did hit your cat with the ice shards.
More of a, yeah. Maybe you should get I don't know, hold on that stuff.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
just a little bit of fear in yours or your cat's eyes, you reckon?
Yeah, probably.
Right, yeah.
I'll give that to you.
That's a bit scary.
Yeah, so you're feeling like sometimes you go all out and it's a danger to those around you. You're reminded of Wade.
No, my frigid boyfriend. I'm gonna have to organise for him to get transported over to Riverside at some point.
Do you, that was crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was.
That business, huh? Wow.
Junior, that was kind of I'm glad you've got your cat on you and you're calming down because your body was going every which way.
You saw his organs out, his stomach and his liver and his kidneys.
I don't know if I did that or Eyeball did it.
Sometimes when I get a little bit stressed out, I guess, or angry or whatever, I can I can just go ballistic, I suppose. You know, I saw that my kitty got hit by your ice thing, and it just fucking drove me nuts. I thought he was doing it, to be honest. I forgot that you have ice powers for a second
your
there.
kitty, if your organs had come out any sooner, it might have hit your kidney too, so...
I mean, it's lucky my stomach was there so we could smoke bomb him, but I guess we did just also murder a space being.
Yeah,
I've never killed anyone before. Chill, are you and me, are we like losing humanity?
I guess we are. Sometimes you need to make sacrifices in order to, take down the big bad. But, yeah. Let's hope it came from a giant one-eyed space being or something rather than just... I don't want there to be a second big eye. Thinking
Back on it, I guess, after we did all that, I can see why BS just left. It's, we just, that's a life gone.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't have kids. Because I shared a vulnerability or weakness with someone, very shared. I asked them if I thought we were losing or getting, if I'm losing or getting humanity, and we obviously said losing.
Yeah.
So I marked the condition and marked potential, and
That's
I marked
definitely fair.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Sparky, can you take me home?
A tube rises.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've got my icicle, so I'll get on that.
Home, not the base.
Oh, rerouting.
And I get in the tube.
when I get home, I'm gonna first put the megaphone bit of equipment in a tube and ask for it to be sent back to head guy of the Galaxy Squad.
Star Jockey.
Star Jockey, that's his name.
Yeah. Sending now. So, Bankshot, Lightbulb says, I'll let you know when Star Jockey gets this.
Thank you. And I go take a shower to get all the gross off me.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine I've got like a couple like superhero outfits, all identical to each other.
Yep.
But instead of getting back to that, I just get into my like kind of civilian clothes instead.
Yep.
Which does look very similar to it. Like it's a green shirt and a black skirt, so it's got the same like color palette, but it doesn't have the insignia or a cape. And I'm gonna go to the Riverside Jail, where the villains are being currently kept.
Yep.
And I want to talk to Blue Sway.
The cops let you in. They're like, oh yeah, we're still holding Blue Sway. The others were shipped out. I think they want Blue Sway soon, but he's the last one.
I kind of nod and I go into his cell.
Well, hey, little mama.
Hi. I thought I would come tell you in person before somebody else did. Or you just kind of found out from the news or whatever. There was a fight between supers in town today, and Eyeball was killed.
And he sort of takes a step back, because first he was just trying to figure out who you are, and then he's just blown away by this random teenager telling him that one of his friends is dead. So
Oh yeah, you're in civilian clothes.
I know.
he turns around away from you, drops to his knees, and his head drops as well to the floor, and he's like, I don't have the strength to sing the blues about this yet.
That's okay.
But I could be swayed.
I know, like, you're a villain, and so was Eyeball and that sort of stuff, but you still deserve to be kind of told. I know you actually cared.
I did.
I'm really sorry for your loss.
Leave me, please.
Sure thing. And I stand up and I leave. And I'll go back to our base.
What time of day do you reckon it is?
Feels like night.
Yeah, it's getting towards night.
Yeah.
It's nightish.
I reckon
7.
Evening. I think the word you're looking for there is evening.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Okay.
As you're leaving, he says, just one more thing before you go. Can you get me a harmonica?
Does Gracie think that he would be able to use his powers and stuff for that? He has the power thing on.
He has the power diffuser.
Sherlock deductive, Holmesian deduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, could Gracie figure out how to break out of a prison cell with a harmonica?
Gracie could, definitely.
Do I think Blue Sway's that bright?
You think that while he's bright more artistically than he is technologically, or Holmesian.
I'll see what I can do. And I go out to the guards and I like, this is a police station, do you guys have harmonicas? I feel like people do that in jail a lot. They play with harmonicas, right?
We don't let them have paraphernalia.
What is the definition of paraphernalia, Lucy asks?
Things.
Gracie would know. Is it just objects?
Things that would be used in
Webster's
that field.
Dictionary defines
Sparky,
paraphernalia.
how would you define?
Miscellaneous articles, especially the equipment needed for a particular activity.
That.
Can he have one for a little while? Just keep an eye on him.
Sorry, who are you?
You just walked into this prison, pushed
Yeah,
past
they
the
let
rest
me.
of us.
Yeah, like they get visitors from time to time. It's a small prison. They don't really care.
So you're Blue Sway's daughter.
I don't know if I give a shit if people know that I'm Bankshot or that I'm Gracie. I haven't decided how much I give a shit.
You said in the first episode that it's like people in the pool league know that you're Gracie, but you're like it's
Yeah,
not public knowledge.
Some people who aren't in the pool league but do frequent the dive bar also know.
Yeah, a handful of people
Yeah,
know.
the bartender especially.
I say, just look, give him a harmonica, just keep an eye on him, alright? Can I sound like I have enough authority to do that?
Yeah,
Can I?
the cop that you're talking to is like, all right, fine, we'll let him have a harmonica.
Again, just keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm going to keep an eye to make sure that happens before I go. Because
Yeah.
I don't want him to not have a harmonica.
Yeah, so one of the cops goes through like old like evidence drawers and shit and finds a harmonica from some old crime. From a distance you can hear sad blues music coming from the harmonica. And it sounds like this. Edit Lucy in some sad blues harmonica.
Don't do it, Lucy.
I won't. Is he good?
Is he good? No, he's a villain.
They're playing harmonica.
Yeah, he's really good.
So fucking dumb.
And I go home.
Base?
Base home, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you take a tube back and you arrive home to...
No, I'm not there.
You're not there yet?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you're home alone.
I go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, give us a real masculine one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Is my mum home? My ma?
Yeah, your ma's home.
I walk up to my mum
Oh, my little Scampy.
and I just kind of go walk up. I'm still in costume and I'm covered in goo.
You haven't ever told her, and she goes, oh, my little Scampy. Big day, huh?
I pull her into a hug, and I don't say anything.
She
A gooey hug.
she rubs your head and she says, "It's okay. I knew, and I'm very proud of you."
Surely your abilities are pretty fucking hard to hide from your mum.
No, she knows my abilities. She doesn't know I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
Everyone knows my abilities. She just doesn't know that I'm Fissure.
Yeah.
Right? Because Fissure's lying about what his ability. He says
I
that
guess
he's
they
got-
don't think it's abilities. They think it's some sort of
Defect.
condition. Yeah.
Well, because I don't like teleport my arms to punch people in regular life. I just have my shit teleporting around, right?
Yeah.
Just moving. I kind of take off my mask and I'm like, crying in my mom's arms. I have dusty blonde hair. I'm so sexy and cool. Not really. I'm kind of ugly because I'm a freak.
Yeah.
And I just go like, I don't know. I don't think I would say anything. I think he's just crying.
Yeah.
He's just upset.
Yeah. She says, I've been watching you on the news, and I've been cheering you on the whole time.
Thanks, Ma.
I know it's something that your father wouldn't approve of,
Oh.
but I think you're doing good. You know what happened.
Yeah. Wait, do I? What happened?
Well, I was a villain at when I started.
But you were?
Did your father never tell you?
No.
Gino never?
No.
Oh dear.
We don't talk that much.
Look, I love you for being a hero because I know how much heroes can change a villain's heart. I started at a pretty bad spot. I was
Lobster.
the villain Lobstar.
Such a funny fucking...
But my life was changed by Gino when he was in it for the greater good.
I see. So, wow. Okay.
I figure, I know you're a hero, I should probably tell you, you know?
Yeah. Thanks, Ma.
Hey, you gotta do good, and you're gonna change a lot of hearts.
Yeah. And there's nothing's set in stone.
Nothing's set in stone.
I gotta talk to someone real quick. Well, I'm going back to my secret base.
Alright.
Okay.
You do good, my little Scampy.
Thanks, Ma. That nickname feels crazy now because I know that you were a lobster-themed villain.
Yeah, it's on theme.
Yeah. That's why you call Dad crabs. That's why you said that Dad has crabs.
Yeah.
Anyways, bye.
Just really quick before we get to a Troy thing. Grace is kind of like isn't like watching the news, but is kind of ready to pay attention to like any news story that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Just wants to know if people are okay or anything. Wants to hear about any possible anything.
What Death thinks.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what Dirth thinks, just if anyone got hurt.
I'll get into that in a
Okay.
second.
Yeah.
I'm taking the
Cool.
tube back to home base.
I'm just gonna do a bit of a ramble if that's all right.
Go for it.
Taking the icicle all the way back to my hometown, I'm going to stop like on the other side of town from my place.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine with my powers, I could probably overload, like break someone's fridge, right? Like I could create some sort of
Easily.
yeah. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna call my dad, put on a fake voice, and be like, "Hello, is this Mr.
Chilton?
Is this Mr. Chilton? Yeah. My fridge has had an accident down here, and I need you to come over and see it. My address is Then I head home.
I see what you're doing.
I have a key. I can get into the house, and I go down to my chilly little basement, and I sit down. Well, kind of like kneel/collapse to my knees in front of the large block of ice that contains my boyfriend Wade, and I also just kind of cry for a while with eye juice in a jar in my lap, and I tell him about what I've been doing so far and about Bankshot and about Fissure and how we've come together really strongly as a team now and have gone up against the Woodchip and Blue Sway and See Me and Foghorn and Mendacity and of course the Eyeball. And afterwards, no reaction from the frozen boyfriend in a coma.
No.
Sparky,
Yes.
where's the nearest, I want to be able to transport Wade to the, never mind, nothing. And I get up and leave, get back on the icicle and head back to base.
Okay. You see a short, almost like loading or computing symbol, like the circling thing on a Mac or whatever on your communicator, and then it just stops.
I get back to home base. I take off my outfit I put in our washing machine.
Mm-hmm.
I put on my civvies.
Yeah.
Which is probably the first time I've worn my civvies
In a while.
Yeah. I walk up to BS, who's sitting staring at a computer,
I'm in my room.
and I knock on your door,
Yeah?
crack open the door. I'm holding the cat, who's also not in costume because that costume got gross too. Hey, BS. I saw how you felt after the stuff with Eyeball today, and listen, I don't blame you. When I feel stressed out, I like the whole beefcake. So, and I kind of like hand beefcake to you.
Bankshot takes him, but doesn't really say anything. Just kind of petting the cat, kind of like absent-mindedly.
Like still standing in the doorway, not like coming in or anything. I'm like, when I first got my powers, I was, told that this is a weird thing, and I don't think most people would experience this. But what the doctor said to me was, he gave me a sort of pamphlet, which basically was saying, don't become a villain, because people who have certain powers sometimes end up with certain feelings that turn them into villains. And I knew I didn't want to be a villain. I was the son of Rift, I was going to be a hero, and then it just got worse and worse, and there was a time when I was thinking maybe I could be a villain. Maybe it would be easy. I could just steal money. What would stop me, But then I saw people like you on the TV, and I was like, oh my God, how could I do that? And then the more I team up with you and the more that I get to be in your team, I realize that you've got this drive to see the best in people. You're always trying to help. And I just found out some big news that my ma was a villain. And I think maybe you're right. Maybe we can just help people, So I'm not asking for you to forgive me or anything, because I know that it was kind of gross, and I'm just asking that we, can work together to make everything a better place, okay? And I'm comfortable supporting with a lot of words. I get to roll plus freak because of my ability, because I'm envying them, and you have a cat, which gives me +1, so 9. So you can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if you open up to me.
Honestly, the only thing I would have... We didn't have to kill him.
Yeah.
He was leaving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what we could have done differently. I don't know how you put a guy like that in jail or whatever, but we might have won, the fight, but it wasn't, a victory,
Yeah. I feel the same way. I don't feel good about this.
I'm just really, really fucking hoping that Death or any other journalists fucking don't dogpile us for killing him,
Well, I mean, if they do, that doesn't matter too much. We know who we are.
I mean, it does matter. We killed somebody.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what they think.
It's not what they think. It's what happened.
I'm aware of that, dude. I'm saying to you, it doesn't matter what they think about what happened, okay? Because, yeah, we killed somebody. That's something we have to work through. We can't rely on the fact that because Darth is going to be a, excuse my French, cunt bag.
Oh.
But if we can sit there and we can work out how we could have done things differently and really, we can't let this ruin everything that we got, okay? And again, I'm sorry, and I shut the door and shuffle away. Unless do you want to say something?
No. I got nothing else to say.
The sound of a news sting.
I just pull it up on the screen in my room.
While riding back on my icicle, I tap on my communicator so that it also plays.
It's playing for you as well. It's playing on the large screen in the sort of hangout room in the base.
I'm in my bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Crying.
Yeah.
Not crying, probably. Just in my bed, sad.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Durst Point. Today, my point exactly. Are they really our heroes, or are they just savage, lawless killers? Shocking footage from the street side of Central. The 3 dumb fighters mercilessly slaughtering alien life. And it shows the footage of Eyeball exploding on repeat
Is this who we want in charge of our safety? This reporter thinks not.
Bankshot just kind of sinks her face into beefcake.
And light bulb dings.
Yes, Sparky?
The delivery could not be completed.
Why?
And you see other footage of the Galaxy Squad.
Dude, we don't even get a chance to chill. Except
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I'm chill.
You see Star Jockey, Planetary, Black Hole.
Sorry, Planetary is a great name.
Thank you.
How do you spell black hole?
Just like regular black hole.
Okay, not with a W.
No.
Okay.
2 C's, like, thick.
I spent a good 8 seconds there being like, where would you put the W? Where the fuck would you figure that out?
Black hole.
Honestly, I thought instead of the C. So I was like, I guess.
Block hole.
Blowhole.
That's the best answer I fucking had.
I'm block hole. I block.
Charlie, write it down.
Black Hole.
What even is a block?
That's for Charlie to decide.
It's a toddler that keeps trying to put the cube in the circle space, in the little shape hole thing.
That's such a good answer.
Giant baby. Giant space baby.
Giant space baby.
What a space odyssey.
Am I misremembering that movie?
At the end of
There is a giant
2001, he
space
turns
baby.
into a giant space baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On a plane,
Maybe.
He's becoming like fifth dimensional.
Yeah.
on a plane, I back-to-back watched Point Break and then 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I couldn't keep.
What a double feature.
I was like, I have to say, this was when I was 17. I've always been like this.
It's so funny.
I could.
Keanu Reeves like, oh my god, it's 2001 Space Baby.
I could not keep my fucking eyes open during Point Break.
I thought you were gonna say the other one.
Yeah, you assume. You fucking assume. I don't.
Did you
remember.
start with Point Break or
Yeah.
What a great.
and then you woke up for 2001? All right.
Yeah.
So
Imagine if that was in Waffles and Mario. Sorry, yeah, black hole.
you see, the footage of the Galaxy Squad, Star Jockey, Planetary, Black Hole, Son of Sun.
That's a great superhero, I bet. He sounds cool.
He is cool.
Why is he not the leader?
Because Star Jockey is.
I
the
hate
leader.
him. Sorry, continue.
Why do you hate him? And
He's cringe, bro.
and finally, Comet and Tail, and they are almost not by ice but frozen in space.
Oh.
They are completely still in the air. Yes, you have a question, Lucy.
Frozen where they are, not in
See,
outer space.
Not in outer space. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. And you see a villain in like an inky black, almost like a morph suit, with points of light just like shining out of it.
Alien X.
Shit. It looks like Alien X from Ben 10.
I don't know what that is, so you're
Look
fine
him
by
up.
me. I don't wanna. I open my door and I put down Beefcake. Beefcake because he's not in his costume.
Beefcake, he's in the civvies.
And I go and I get into my superhero shit. I've got a revolving door to get changed. And I bang on Fizz's door. I'm like, come on, Galaxy Squad need us.
Now?
Yes.
Okay. I check my wardrobe, but I only have Fisher's costumes, so I put that on.
I imagine the megaphone got like returned.
It got sent, but Star Jockey couldn't accept it because he's currently
Okay.
petrified.
And I get in a tube and I say, Sparky, take me to Star Jockey,
Right away.
to Galaxy Squad.
I run out into the foyer in my Fisher costume to an empty room. Where
So you've got like a bucket hat on, you've got like a vest with all these fishing hooks on it, and like some big waders.
But I've also got like those little eye masks as well.
Yeah, the domino mask.
Where am I going?
I'm not there.
Communicator.
Communicator? You said gotta go.
Galaxy Squad need us in Central.
Okay. Sparky, can you take me to where BS is going?
Right away, Fissure.
No, Fissure. I'm just dressed
Little joke.
Fisher Jr.
Does Sparky say little joke?
Yeah.
Oh, Sparky's got personality. Can't wait to say that about Charlie one day.
You'll never get the chance.
Chill, meet us in Central. Galaxy Squad need us.
Chill.
Chill.
Yep. I'm chill.
Uh,
Yep, I'm chill.
Sparky, can you get me in contact with Fisher?
Fissure does not have a light bulb communicator.
I create a little ice, like little side ramps that I can scoot around it on my icicle so that I'm going in the correct direction and start heading that way, ready to meet up with the others.
Excellent.
I imagine I'm the first one on the scene.
You arrive as this villain is mid-monologue.
Sparky, can I have the megaphone?
Yeah, you get the megaphone, and the villain is sort of like,
Finally, Galaxy Squad.
Hey!
Huh?
Who do you think you are?
I am Cold Space.
Boring,
Master
and I
of-
throw something at him.
and as you throw it at him, it does bounce off his forehead, but then he stops it in midair.
Well, that's interesting.
That trick won't work again on me, Cold Space.
It still hit you, though. I'm here, by the way.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready.
What?
I didn't know she was gonna throw
Are
something.
you ready now?
Yes.
And I take the one with the big line, and I swing it so it doesn't even hit him, but it just wraps around his legs. I'm trying to sweep his legs up kind of from behind
He
him.
stops it in front of him.
Ah, boo. That would have been so
Hey.
cool if it worked.
Dude,
He's ready.
hey, dude, your powers seem kind of irrelevant if... It's kind of irrelevant if you need to
Throw.
know something's coming before it's good. You know, because what if, for instance, I know that if
Halt.
Bonk.
for the first time, Fissure is completely frozen.
Yep.
Does this count as the "Are you watching closely" thing, which is my new move that I got from my potential?
Yeah, I'll say
Mislead,
so.
distract, or trick someone.
Absolutely.
Roll plus superior.
Yay!
I
thought it was
rolled.
bad.
It was I got real panicked because I saw the 1, but then I saw the 6, and plus it's plus superior, so that's +1, so 8. And I get to choose 2, which is out of get an opportunity, expose a weakness or flaw, confuse them for some time, or avoid further entanglement. I'm going to expose a weakness or flaw and get an opportunity for Fizz.
Okay. So you expose his weakness of, it's almost pretty much like a focus thing. He's currently focused on freezing Fissure along with the Galaxy Squad. When his attention is away, you know, he can't see what's coming, so he can't stop it. And it seems, when he got bonked on the head, to not have that much defense, because it looked like it did hurt.
Yeah.
So he's not, like, invulnerable or anything. He's just like a regular guy. But a space man.
If he's
monster.
paying attention, he's not a regular guy.
Yeah.
I can't move at all?
No.
Okay.
What about the opportunity I just got?
You're right. As the... Which ball have you thrown?
Just a regular,
Just a regular
one of the
one.
ones that was
Yeah.
split into knives, but I threw it as if it was a ball.
As the bonk happens, his most recent freezing, like, lifts for a second, and you're able to move again.
What? Do I know what happened? Was I, like, conscious?
Yeah, you could see.
Okay,
Because he was talking to the Galaxy Squad while he had the
Oh,
frozen.
true.
Yeah.
If I talk quietly into my communicator, can only us hear it?
Yeah, absolutely. You're just talking on a megaphone.
Okay. I say into the communicator, not the megaphone. I'm like, we just need to keep him distracted. We just need to all go at once.
I'm a street away. I'm coming in on your location.
Perfection.
I can do... That's kind of my specialty, right? Is moving, keeping things distracted, right?
Halt.
And he freezes both of you.
Before he does it, because I hear him say halt, right?
Yeah.
Can I teleport my head away?
Yeah, I think that would be...
Defend?
Yeah.
7. So I can either... so I do expose myself to danger or escalate the situation, but I can add a team to the pool, take influence over someone I protect, or clear a condition.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll add a team to the pool.
Yeah. So that...
I'm going to clear a condition, actually. I have very low
Okay.
conditions.
So the team pool right now, because you used a couple in the previous one, and one gets added at the start of a battle. Actually, I think 3 can get added at the start of the battle. We're at 4 right now.
Yeah, I blink my head away.
Yeah, your head is not frozen in its place, but the rest of your body is.
Hey, Gooba. Your powers are useless on someone such as myself, who is... I see you cycling up.
Yep.
And I'm like, you literally cannot even comprehend what I can do.
You have no idea what I can comprehend.
Okay, I'll teleport my head away again. This way, dumbhead.
Hold still.
No, blink. And I'm just keeping like him away, looking away from these two.
I see what's going on and I start charging up my powers immediately.
Uh-huh.
That's a 6 for charging my powers,
Lucy, can you sing the song that's relevant to this
which is
To this?
power.
Burn.
Roll plus conditions you
Apparently
currently
you
have
can't either.
marked.
But you're going for a high five.
You rude little person.
Alright, it's a 9. I'm going to take 2 burn, and I can use those. And I'm going to use one of them to...
And right now, like,
immediate
he's
threat.
trying to, like, pin down this teleporting head. He's like,
Stay still,
I kind of feel like my dad at the moment.
monster.
You're literally a monster. I am mostly a normal guy. I have a fishing hat.
I'm going to spend 1 burn and mark a condition. Shit.
Let me know when you're ready to attack, Troy, and I'm going to say a cool line.
Okay. I'm opening my mind up to the world around me with my powers, which means I can ask one question about the world around me and the GM will answer honestly. Is there anything that I can see that might be able to, like, disrupt this villain's powers over these people? Like,
So he is sort of floating in the middle of the city, and above you is a sort of radio antenna on one of the buildings that looks like it could pretty easily be knocked down onto him. And
Okay.
that would very much disrupt his powers.
oh, I thought you were saying that the radio antenna was, like, the power, like, what was
No, it's just something that you can
broadcasting.
knock over onto him if you want.
Nice. I relay that information to you. I guess I will unleash my powers on the radio tower to try and knock it over onto him.
Mm-hmm.
And I go like, hey, buddy, look at this hat. It's because I may look like the Fissure, but I'm just the bait.
That was better than I thought it was going to be, Tom.
And he goes,
It got better as I said it. In my head, it was just going to be, I'm the bait.
Hook, punchline, and sinker.
he goes,
What?
And I roll my dice.
Don't fail. You
Right.
get. Did you get +1 because I was doing something cool?
yeah, you're helping him out. That's a +1 with
Rolled
the
a
team.
7.
Yeah.
Plus 1 is 8.
Oh, I
Plus
really
2
need to
because
do a
it's
team.
freak is
Oh.
10.
Jokes.
Minus, I'm unleashing my powers, not minus. 10.
10.
Damn, that's the only
Sweet.
non-minus you get. If you get 5 conditions, Charlie, is this like Avatar where you get knocked out?
Yeah.
You're gonna need unlock one of those conditions.
As cold space is going,
What?
you unleash a fury of ice blast onto this radio antenna, and you hear creaking and then snapping, and it lands directly on his head, and he's like knocked down into the ground. Anyone who is frozen is now free, including the Galaxy Squad.
Yeah, Lucy, I gotta say this. If we're not doing any jokes for the intro, is it okay if we don't do any jokes for the outro either?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So thanks for listening to Season Quest. You can find us at Season Quest Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I can assure you that there will be no jokes there either.
Can you do another one without crying?